was a sunny day anyway. So why should we complain? It was a sunny day anyway. So why should we complain?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Thunder and Lightning Podcast. I'm Thunder.
And I'm Lightning.
I always say it like that because my mouth wants to say welcome back to Thunder and Lightning Gaming, but I change it for the podcast.
Yeah, that's not what this is.
No.
Just look at the one visual
The one
for this whole podcast.
Yeah, I assume people stare at the screen when
Yeah.
they listen to this. That's what I do.
We should put a jump scare in there.
Just a visual only jump scare just once.
Yeah. Ooh, if we do a Halloween episode.
It is almost spoopy month. This
Yeah.
will be out October 2nd, I think,
Yeah.
right? That's how time works.
Yeah.
Time didn't start going backwards, right?
Not
We're
yet.
Still on the okay, good.
Probably will
Good.
in a couple months, though, at this rate.
Jesus, I know. Chris, how was your week?
It was good. It was my birthday this week.
Yeah. Well, actually,
Well,
last
it was
time,
my birthday
yeah, last time we
like
recorded
2 weeks ago.
a podcast, it was literally
It
your
was
birthday.
yeah, it was my birthday.
Did you get the thing that you talked about on last time's podcast?
All right, drum roll. No drum roll. Don't edit that in. I did.
Thank you for being conscious of me not wanting to edit anything. That's cool. So Monsoon was able to
So,
snag a physical
Do you
copy.
want me to send the picture? Well, no. We literally just a second ago said you don't want to edit anything.
No, I don't. I really don't.
Monsoon not only paid for a copy of the Mario All-Star Pack, the 35th anniversary All-Star Pack.
Right. 35?
Isn't that what it is? Isn't it the 35th anniversary?
I guess you're right. Yeah. God, he's old. What an old dude.
But she did get me the coveted physical copy.
Yes.
And
And she didn't pay.
She paid. So I do. I want to tell this story. She
Yeah, go
had
for it.
no clue. She hadn't listened to the podcast yet. She had no idea that it was like gonna be a rare
This
commodity.
rare thing that, yeah.
Yeah.
Nintendo was like, you can buy a physical, but we only made 12, so.
And we're never making them again. But and then people were like, "But we can buy it online forever, right?" And they were like, "Oh."
No, we didn't say that either. Put your
but-
physical copy of Mario All-Stars pack right next to your Marth amiibo.
Yeah, so she ordered it and she was like, "So listen, it's not coming for a few days, but guess what I ordered you?" And she said, "It's the Mario game you wanted." A big smile, and I was like, "You ordered me a digital copy?" And she's like, "No, I got you the game." And I was like, "What?" And she got nervous, and she was like looking at the order, and she was like, "Don't tell anybody till it comes." But so we waited 3 painstaking days, and then it arrived. And she gave it to me last night. Her parents did like a super cool birthday thing for me last night. And her mom knitted me a Viking hat for this
Oh.
Christmas, and it's awesome. Her dad has one, and
That's cool.
yeah, and her mom has one. She made a female one with like the ponytails
Oh,
coming down the
that's
side,
cool.
and I guess
And that's also, like, knitted.
yeah,
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
She's really good. She's also doing a Pikachu just for fun.
Oh, just like a plushie?
Yeah, but it's almost I'm gonna call it a sock puppet just because you can turn it inside out and it's gonna be Raichu.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, that's really cool.
It's a neat idea.
I don't think it's her original concept, but I think she found it online. But she's really good at this stuff. But yeah, so that was super cool. My parents got me the new Avengers game.
I hope you like it. I've been hearing people. There's some people who've been really liking it, and
Yeah.
there's some people who've been like, meh.
Well, I hated it the first time I turned it on.
Well, it's
But-
because it didn't work properly. It
Yeah.
sounds like.
So here was my concern. I turn on the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it gets to the first loading screen, like, we're going to show you the beginning of this game. And then it starts, I can't think of the right word. I guess looping. It's just like like
Oh,
it
like
just everything's frozen in like a
Yeah.
1 second loop. And it did that 5 times in a row. I
Oh.
tried so
like
hard.
you shut it down, turn it back on.
Yeah.
And,
And I was like, I'm not going to clean this game. It just came out
Right,
of the,
right,
it just came
yeah.
out of the thing. I was very careful with putting it in.
right. No, sometimes that happens. Sometimes brand new games just don't
I've-
work.
It's
It's super
happened to
rare.
me like it's happened to me 3 times in my life
Oh,
where I
really?
open a game and it just doesn't work and I'm
Oh
like
yeah, one of them was Alien Isolation, right?
yeah, well no. So Alien Isolation, no, I mean I've opened the game and it just will not play the game. Alien Isolation had my copy had a rare bug where once you get to a certain point you just can't move
okay.
forward. That bummed me out because I know we were done playing it, but I was like, I want to see the end of this game, so I
Right.
started it myself. And
Yeah.
the world said no.
I think the world, rather than saying no, it said, "Listen, Chris, it's not worth it. Just- this is a 25-hour first-person shooter with no shooting. It's not worth it."
Well, I was still willing, but anyways, got the new copy last night. Started it this morning, and I essentially just got through the tutorial of
Yeah.
here's the 5 Avengers to
Right.
start with. Here's what they do. I'm liking the story so far. The graphics are good. It feels like the Spider-Man game, which
Okay.
I'm happy about. It feels like the Spider-Man game, even though I know they're not the same
Right.
universe.
Yeah, I wonder when Spider-Man will inevitably come as DLC for that game. I wonder if it'll be Yuri Lowenthal voicing him.
Right.
Because this game has been notorious for getting not the people you'd think to voice the characters.
I gotta tell you though, the voices aren't too bad.
No, I mean they got some of the best in the industry, but there's a dude who every time Iron Man's in the game he voices it, and it's not Robert Downey Jr. But since those movies have become popular, he's really done the work to sound a lot like Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
And he's really cool. He's a really good Iron Man voice. But I think for this game it's Nolan North as Iron Man.
Well, I'm not sure who plays Iron Man,
I'm
but
gonna look it up.
I can tell they wanted to take their own artistic liberties a bit with this game, but still drew a lot of inspiration from the movies.
Yeah, well,
Like
I mean,
the characters,
they're right there to draw inspiration from.
Right.
You might as well.
But what I'm saying is, Nick Fury does not look like Samuel L. Jackson, but he's black.
Right.
None of them look like. I just used him because he was the one who I was like, oh, the only reason I know it's him is he has an eye patch and a trench coat.
Right, yeah.
The rest of them are close. I definitely say Black Widow looks the most like Black Widow, even though Thor is pretty close. But so one thing though, Spider-Man, the game,
Yes.
it kind of plays like that. I'm really liking. I hope it's complete open world. 'Cause
I don't know anything about this game. I know that it's like Destiny, and there's loot and stuff.
Okay.
You can get rare loot.
I'm 30 minutes into
Right,
this game,
right,
so
right. Have you even met Miss Marvel yet?
you start off as her.
Yeah, that's so weird that she's, as far as I can tell, the main character, and she was in one trailer
Yeah.
at the very end.
It's kind of like a Deku situation. She's a fangirl of all the Avengers.
That makes sense.
Then the world gets effed up.
Right.
And so far, this is literally where I ended, but the Avengers, disband, and then mutants
Right.
are created.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. I like mutants.
And that's literally, and then it was a 5-year jump, and that's
Right.
essentially where I
That's
ended.
basically the demo they showed at E3 2019.
Yeah. Oh, Captain. Well, that's a spoiler, but it's the beginning of the game.
Right, yeah.
Captain America's dead.
Yeah.
Apparently.
But he's still, I can only assume he's on the cover.
I'm sure he's gonna be
I can
back.
only assume he's
He
still
dies
playable.
off camera, so he's
Yeah.
definitely coming back.
By the way, I looked it up. It is, in fact, Nolan North as Iron Man, and Troy Baker as Bruce Banner, and Laura Bailey as Black Widow. So they have some of the best in the industry.
That's good. Hold on.
Oh, what's happening?
This wire just refuses to not be under my microphone.
Oh, is that my? Hang on, I got it. You talk to the people.
But like I was saying, so I like how it's similar to the Spider-Man game, but not only is it similar, but I'm playing this game. Thank you, by the way. I'm thinking of the
I'm
Spider-Man
back.
game,
What
and
did
I'm
I
like,
miss?
well, you actually got closer to me, but
I know, you were kind of shouting in my ear. It was funny.
but they feel more powerful. Like if they were all in the same
Oh,
game
I see.
together,
Yeah.
they you can throw Mjolnir and it'll stay flinging, and you can call it back.
That's cool.
You can have. This is why I want it to be open world. Captain America, Iron Man can fly, and it's kind of like ascend, descend. You can move forward and stuff. It feels really good.
Okay.
Like I said, anybody who dislikes this game, remember I just did the tutorial,
Right.
so it's
These
a
are-
game I'd
these are
want to play
your-
on the channel.
These
for
are
sure.
your first impressions.
Yeah. It ran a little shaky.
Well.
But so I meant to say, so my first copy, that's
Did
what
not
happened.
work.
I was concerned because we had actually talked about this last time, that this was a like PS5 released game that they made PS4 copies
Right.
of.
Or, and I'm sure this is the case, optimized for PS4 Pro, but will
Mhm.
run on PS4.
Right. That's what I was, and I was like, is my PS4 just not having it?
Right.
So far, it's running a little. But it feels like it could. It feels like if I dick around in this game too hard, it's gonna like
Yeah.
freak out. But it hasn't pulled a Spider-Man yet, which is nice.
Oh yeah, your copy of Spider-Man was super glitchy too.
Yeah.
Maybe it's your PS4.
That's what I'm thinking. But like, I'm not doing anything about that now.
Right. And also, like, Battlefront 2, a game that runs exclusively online that you play frequently, runs pretty fine, right?
Oh, it runs perfect. I
Yes,
never run
I don't
into
know,
an
I don't
issue
know
with
what the
that.
big deal is, Chris's PS4.
Yeah. Well, I think that's an older game. I feel like Battlefront 2
But
came
Battlefront
out.
2 is newer than Spider-Man 2018, isn't it?
Is it? I don't think so.
I have no idea. I
But
said
then
that,
again, Red
I said
Dead
that, I
ran
have
fine.
No idea.
And Red Dead ran fine, and I would argue
Interesting.
that
Red Dead is
Spider-Man.
one you'd think would run poorly.
Yeah, not the first one, obviously.
Right,
the,
right.
The second one.
Yeah.
But yeah, the only issue I ever had with was Spider-Man, and funny enough, the next Marvel game I'm playing also seems like it might
Yeah.
have a few issues. But I'm liking it. I have, like I said, she handed me. We were sitting in the car, we were having a cute moment, and I said, "Are you ever gonna give me that video game?" And she said, "No, I already started it."
Oh.
And I said, "No, you didn't." And she said, "Yeah, you're right." But no, it was just because we weren't able to see each other for a
Right,
while. I was just
right.
being funny.
Yeah.
But
By the way, I think you were wrong. Yeah, I think you've got to
I
be wrong
usually am.
because I could only find 70 update. I could only find 76 coins in the first Bowser level. I scoured that level. I do not think you need to get 100. I didn't look it up. I don't want to look it up. But I don't think you need to get 100 coins in the Bowser level, or else I would have done it.
I mean, you might be right. It's been a while since you know how long it's been since I 100%ed that game? Since like 2 months before we started this channel.
Oh.
I haven't played that game in a long time.
Oh.
I take a long time off of it. And my next run is going to probably be on this channel.
You're not
Actually, no, that's
I
not
mean,
true.
you're-
I'm going to play it on the Switch like when I get home today.
Yeah, right. Well, I was gonna say you're gonna. Are you still? Is your plan still to like do a light speed run of it like I
Yeah.
did with RE2?
I want to try to breach the top 500.
Okay. Well, you should probably practice for that in order
Well,
to.
I'm gonna. Does it need to be on the N64? is
Oh
my new
no,
question.
no, fuck that. No, and I mean the for Switch it'll be easier for capturing purposes.
Right. I'm just saying for like that scoreboard, are they like you gotta play on the N64?
Oh, I mean it's probably a new scoreboard technically. They always do that, like a new scoreboard for different different consoles.
is
and
my
stuff.
integrity gonna force me to do it on the N64?
Oh well, maybe I can't. I can't speak for your id or whatever the fuck.
I think I need to do some soul searching for that. Also,
Well,
do
it
I
run-
use my not Charles Martinet signed copy, or do I use my Charles Martinet signed copy that does have all 4 save slots 100%?
No, just do it on the Switch. don't overcomplicate this. Just do it on the Switch. I thought we were past that part of the conversation. I didn't even realize what you were. I was like, you already had it signed by Charles Martinet.
No, I do want to get this. I do want to get the All-Star pack signed though.
That's if you just having the physical copy is rare, but if you have him sign it, it's gonna be
Yeah,
worth something
Yeah.
someday.
it's already gonna be worth something.
Right,
someday.
that's
I
what
think
I'm
gonna
saying.
play this, put it in my glass case, signed or not signed.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm interested to see what you think of Galaxy because I know you've never played it.
I thought you were gonna say Galaga because the other thing my parents got me, I guess it was super cheap, was 2 Pac-Man, Galaga, and Dig Dug pack for the PS4.
Oh, okay.
I like it. I hope it runs on the PS5 because like I have a Galaga obsession.
Oh, I see. That's where that
I know,
mostly
right?
thing comes in.
And I feel like this is
would-
one that would fall under the
Yeah.
probably not.
I agree, but you never know. We'll see.
There's well, here's the thing though.
It is Pac-Man.
They
the
do
first
have
video game.
a world
was a joke.
scoreboard. I know it. They do have a world scoreboard for Galaga, so people are like. I feel like if they're gonna go that far, people are gonna be a little pissed if it doesn't make it over to the new console when it could have.
Yeah. It's interesting because they're old games, obviously, and like the whole reason that people want backwards compatibility on PS5 is that PS4 games are gonna run like so good on the PS5, but like this shit's gonna run good on anything. This shit ran good
No,
on a
that's
Game Boy
true.
Color.
Oh my God, there wasn't even like a loading. It just started.
Oh,
the
yeah,
game just the game
The
just
fuck does it
played.
have to load?
No, I know. But because we were literally having it was the end of my birthday party. I wanted to show my grandfather because obviously he's gonna love those games. And we just finished all the Marvel movies, so I was like, check this out. And then that shit happened, and I was like, never mind. Guess we had to wait like 25 minutes for it to download. And he was like, does this happen every time you play a game? And I was like, no, it's just the first time. And I was like, please be the most fantastical opening. And then it was just stuttered, and I was like, all right, well, let's play Galaga.
Yeah.
And then that just started up, and I was like, that's good.
So they got you. They somehow found a disc with Pac-Man, 2 Galagas, and Dig Dug on it.
No. 2 Pac-Man, Galaga, Dig Dug.
Oh, but they found a disc with that.
Yeah.
Was it like Namco Museum treasures?
Yeah,
or
it's
whatever
one.
the
I
hell?
think it's one of those
Oh,
things.
okay.
I'll bring it over if you want. We could do a one-off of Galaga, Dig Dug, and Pac-Man.
I'll fucking do it. Fuck you.
You know what's funny? We could have done that anyways. I do have the N64 version of practically the same thing.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I have all 4 of those versions on something.
Yeah.
I think I have them
But-
on PS2 and Switch.
Why not play them on PS4?
Yeah, why not play them in 4K resolution? Am I gonna have to buy a new TV to run these video games? Probably not, right?
For the PS5?
For the PS5,
You better not.
if it can, because the system. I'm just now
It
realizing
can't just run
this.
at a worse resolution?
Yeah, because it can do 8K, but my TV can't. I mean, my TV can't do 4K either, but the PS4 can, right? I don't know.
I feel like here's the thing. They can't make a game and expect you to buy a new. They can't make a system and expect you to buy a new TV. I think
Especially with the price that the system is.
right. I think they're like here's the option, but run it at 1080 if that's all your TV can do.
Right. That would
You weeb.
that would suck. How does having a 1080p TV make me a weeb?
Because you got to get good.
How is 1080p
You gotta get the new tech.
reflective of if I watch subbed or dubbed? No, I refuse. I refuse to accept. Maybe some other time.
I'm just. By the way, I also just have a 1080 TV.
No, I know. I'm just sitting here like, wait a minute. Why am I a weeb? Well, now that I've been exposed as a weeb, can I talk about my week? Because
Fine.
I've been watching Neon Genesis Evangelion, which I'm sure you've heard of. I'm sure a lot of people
It's
have
an
heard
art
of.
piece, right?
It's like What happened?
It just sounds like a Michelangelo art piece.
No,
I was
it's
just kidding.
It's like the oldest and most popular anime of all time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And if you heard the theme song, you'd be like, "Oh, this one." And it's on Netflix. And I am not so. There's the original Japanese audio with subtitles, obviously, and that's the one I'm watching. Because I was going to watch it dubbed, but Netflix picked maybe the weirdest option, and they were like, "We'll just dub it again, and it'll be the
Oh.
Netflix dub." And there's actually quite a few names that I'm a fan of in the dub, but so because of those names, I turned the dub on for a minute, but I left subtitles on because I was being lazy, and the subtitles were like completely different
That's been happening on Netflix to me too. I hate
with
it.
anime.
I hate it. Not just with anime, some movies.
Well, are they all foreign stuff though?
Sometimes they're not. Well, here's the thing. If it's an anime, they could be totally wrong, just like different translation. But with movies, they'll just skip words. Sometimes words just won't be in the subtitles.
Yeah.
That's not acceptable.
No,
Do
this
your
was-
job right.
This was literally like they clearly like everything was basically there, but like there was one line where someone said something along the lines of like, right about now the creature should be unresponsive, but the English voice, all they said was it's unresponsive, and I was like, that's basically the
Mm.
same thing, I guess.
They've also been censoring themselves. I noticed they
When-
won't. They won't sub swear words sometimes.
Oh, really?
yeah,
Oh, interesting.
which is just dumb.
Yeah. But all that to say, I've been watching the original Japanese audio because I was like, I don't care
Yeah.
about subtitles.
Are you liking it?
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Most of the reason I started watching it was because of this character that I keep seeing everywhere called Asuka, and I am 5 episodes in, and there's no Asuka. So I hope the next the next and final 21 episodes are Asuka filled. But no, basically. So do you know nothing about Evangelion?
No.
So okay, so basically it's a mech anime. It's like the first and most popular mech anime. Pacific Rim should be embarrassed at how much it stole from Evangelion.
Really?
And I did not realize that. So this big creature, this big indestructible creature is like terrorizing Tokyo or whatever. And they don't say if it's an alien or not, but it's a big creature. And they're like, no missiles are working, no bombs are working. We hit them with the biggest bomb Japan has ever made. Bring in the Ava units. And essentially, the Ava units are these giant robots that you sit in. So there's like a person in there, and like you control them with your mind, and they fight the thing. But the whole the story starts because the one human being who can drive these things is incredibly injured from the last battle or whatever. So they get the 14-year-old son of the guy who created the whole project to pilot it, and that's where the story starts. But and this is sort of a spoiler, but it happens in episode 2. But I'd never heard of it, so spoilers for Ava, I guess. It's not a robot; it's like a thing. 'Cause it bled, and like part of its helmet cracked off, and it had like an eyeball. So I think it might be a thing wearing armor. I'm not quite sure, but like,
But you control it.
But he was inside it. He was like in a cockpit. And so I'm curious to see if they like explain that further. I'm sure they will, 'cause I just started it. But I was watching it. I was like, mech anime, I get it. And then that
Yeah.
happened. I was like, well, hang on. What's going on here?
That's kind of gross.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I'm liking it.
That's good.
I like most things that I've watched nowadays. I only watched it because I couldn't fall asleep, and it was
Yeah.
like 5:30, and I was like, I'll just watch 2.5 hours of anime. That'll be fine. Last night. So everyone knows I got a new bed, and my old bed is waiting to be picked up by the city because it's like bulky waste or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's just sitting in my backyard, and it's been raining all day, I'm pretty sure. And it started raining last night at like 3:30, and as soon as it started raining, I'm trying my best to fall asleep, and my eyes just wind, and I'm like, oh no, soggy bed. There's a soggy bed in my yard. I'm just not try not to think about it as I fall asleep.
That bed served you decently.
And then I drowned it.
No, I mean it deserves it for the last like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
That thing cut Pauline.
It hasn't been great. Yeah, it cut all my friends. It cut everyone.
Not me. I narrowly escaped without being cut.
That's good. You're one of the lucky ones.
Yeah.
I've been playing Dead by Daylight, and I've been so excited to talk about it with you because I think you're really gonna like it. I think that made it sound like I bought it for you. I think it's a game you'd really like.
Are you gonna give it to me?
No, no, I bought it digitally. So
Give me
here's
your
a PS4.
Yeah.
It works good enough. Probably just as good as yours.
But I can't stream. I can't
No,
can't capture from it.
no, fuck no. Are you kidding me? No, of course not. Why would you do that? So it's an asymmetrical horror game, right? So it's match based, and it's 4 versus 1. One player is a killer or a monster or whatever, and the other team is 4 survivors. And the way it works is if you're on the survivor team, you have very specific goals. Your goals are there's like 12 generators. You just have to turn on 5 of them, and if you do, it allows you to open the gate, and then one of you opens the gate, and then if you all leave, you win. And then if you're the killer, you have to prevent them from doing that by killing them, and every person takes 2 hits. 1 hit to get them like weak, and then 1 hit to get them on the ground. And when you get them on the ground, you pick them up, and you have to bring them to like one of many like hooks that are on the level, and you like hook them. And if they stay on those long enough, this fucking Cthulhu monster eats them.
Jeez.
But this game's been out a long time. It's very popular. It has a lot of licensed characters, so you can play as Michael Myers and
I feel like I've heard of this.
Freddy Krueger and Ghostface Killer. You can play as the Demogorgon. You can play as Nancy Wheeler and Steve Harrington.
Wow.
You can play as Pyramid Head from Silent Hill. You can play as Amanda from Saw, which I thought was funny. But it's really fun. I like it. I like it a lot. I've been playing a lot of it lately. I have 2 big complaints, okay? And one of them is the way that they score you, because there's no winning or losing. There's just going up in rank or not going up in rank. So, like, for example, if you're playing a killer, there's like 4 levels of how well you did at the end. And basically level 1 is you stood there and did nothing. And level 2 is you touched anything. And that can range anywhere from you did one thing once to you really honestly tried your best, Anthony.
Yeah.
And then 4 is you performed perfectly, and 3 is like you did pretty good, right? But there's no like winning. It's not like 3 survivors escaped so you lose, or you killed them all so you win. It's just like, and it's not even like A and B scoring. Like they couldn't even make it that easy. Like if you the level 2 is called Brutal Killer, which sounds like you did a pretty good job, but that's like you did okay. You did acceptable. You're not going to go down in rank this time. So I don't like that. I wish there was like, and on the survivor side, like if you escape, it's just like you escaped, and it's like, oh, how'd my team do? And it's like, it doesn't matter because you're a team, but it doesn't matter. You escaped. So
Right.
here's your you escaped points. And I dislike that. I wish there was, I wish there was a more cohesive win-loss condition. Also,
And-
there should be a jump button.
This is online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, there should be a jump button. I don't care if it doesn't do anything. There should just be a jump button. The X button and the square button and the circle button and the triangle button, they do nothing. Just
Oh,
make one
wow.
of them jump. Make one of them a little jump to make me do something while I'm trying to catch these fools. The other thing that I didn't like at first, but it grew on me, the survivors playing third person and the killers playing first person. So you never see the killer when you're playing as them, which becomes an issue when so I have a story about this game. Something happened, and I am for lack of a better term, I am choosing to expose myself before someone else exposes me. like our friend Kelsey. So here's what happened. So there's this engine, Natalia Dwyer, the woman who plays Nancy Wheeler on Stranger Things, has to be one of the most beautiful human beings I've ever looked at.
Yeah, she's very beautiful.
Her character model, and to a further extent, I don't remember his name. Kid who plays Steve Harrington. Joe
Or Steve Perry. His name's Steve Perry?
No, his character's
It's
name
not
is
Joe
Steve.
Perry.
It's Joe Keery. That's
Joe
his name.
Keery.
He's also very attractive. They are so they're so bad at making humans look pretty. They're
Really?
so ugly.
Oh,
The
I need to
character
see 'em.
models are wicked bad, and it does not look like Nancy Wheeler at all.
Oh, I need to see him.
But there's okay. Oh man, okay. I'm just gonna rip this Band-Aid off. There's a killer. She's an original character. Her name is the Spirit. They're all named like that, like the blank, the nurse, the doctor, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And this one's the Spirit. And her backstory is that she was coming home from her job at the college she goes to, and her dad had just got fired, and her dad took him being fired out on his wife and also her with a katana, and he killed them both. And she's dead now. She's a ghost. I'm pretty sure he threw her through a window as well. That's why she's covered in glass. But essentially, it's this ghost girl, and her limbs are cut up, but they're like still like there's a big hole, but they're still where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, yeah.
She's like a ghost girl, and she's covered in glass. And I, Thunder from Thunder and Lightning Gaming, am incredibly attracted to this ghost girl.
Okay.
And I'm probably not supposed to. And I actually, if you wouldn't mind, I want you and everyone listening to go ahead and just Google image search. Just Google The Spirit DBD. And
Okay.
look, and I want your opinion, and I know what your opinion is going to be. It's going to be, what the fuck? Why do you think this ghost girl is attractive? You're weird, because that's what everyone's has been so far.
Is it okay? Hold on.
Yeah.
I don't see it yet.
Okay.
Is it like the character model? Is it like a real person? Like, is it an actual actress that they base this character model off of? Because I'll give you that. If it's a real person, they made a video game version of this person. That person can be attractive.
Possibly, but this is clearly a monster. She's clearly supposed to be terrifying,
Christ. Okay, hold on.
as made evident by your. And don't look at there's some fucking fan art. Don't look at that.
Yeah,
look at the
I'm gonna try to find.
like the official version of her.
Yeah, hold on.
She's definitely terrifying.
'Cause I actually can't tell. Is this from the game?
Yes, that is actually her. Yeah, that is the best image I could find of her online.
I feel like she's supposed to be Asian.
She is Asian.
Okay.
Her real name was Rin Yamaoka. Rin Yamaoka was her name before she turned into the Spirit, or as my family has been calling her, the Ghost Girl.
Okay. I mean, okay, so I'm playing this game, or I'm looking at an image of this
Right.
person. My first thought, probably not even my 12th thought, is, oh, she's kind of cute. But I will say, if you say base the attractiveness of this monster in this video game, I would say she does have a cute face if you get past the eyes in the gross teeth.
That's what I fucking said. Kelsey was like, no, her eyes are glowing and she's scary. And like, I get it. She's supposed to be scary, but she's got a cute face.
Here's the other thing, too. I had to zoom in to make the judgment of whether that face is cute or not.
Yeah.
And when I zoom in after a brief 20-second period, I can get past everything and say, okay, the person who did this character model, if that's a real person, probably has a very cute face.
Here's where I'm at. I just downloaded the game. I'm going through all the monsters and stuff, and I hover over the Spirit, and she fucking spawns in. And I see her face, and I see the way she's dressed, and
she's almost not dressed.
She's almost not dressed.
Her body's also kind of weird. I'm just saying,
well, it's
like,
all fucked up,
right? But she's got like an arch. Maybe it's just the picture I'm looking at, but like her shoulders super arched.
No, if you saw her move, you'd be like, oh, that's how a ghost moves. She's
okay.
like, does that thing.
Oh, I hate it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's scary. She's supposed to be scary, but No, she loads in for the first time. I see her face and the way she's dressed, and I'm like, well, hang on. Well, hold on. Hello. Hello there. And then I go to everybody I know, and they're like, nah.
I mean, still image. That still image that I zoomed in on, after a good while, I could objectively say that that is a cute face, assuming it was normal.
I want people to just rail me in the comments. I want people to just let me have it in the comments. But I will take those comments and I will let them fuel my passionate fire I have for Rin.
I mean,
Yamaoka.
I mean, you really. So it's not even
She's
that you
the
find
only-
her kind of cute. You really find this thing
this
attractive.
undead ghost girl attractive. Yeah, she's the only one I play as. And even though there's a Demogorgon you can play as, he's pretty fun, but he's no spirit. And also, not a joke. Sometimes when I'm playing as Survivor and someone else is playing against her, I'll just let her have it. I'll just stand there and not do anything and let her take me, just to be with her.
Oh my god. Okay, I wouldn't go that far at all with this character from what I've seen.
No, she's great. Which is
You make it sound like she's coming for you.
that's Hatsune Miku.
I know.
Hatsune Miku, is like 9 or some shit.
Okay, well,
I-
clear she's not. She's
Oh.
not. I'm looking at the statue and I'm telling you right now she's not.
No, she's young. You learn about Hatsune Miku, and then you find out her age, and you're like, why? But
Yeah,
Rin
that's-
Yamaoka, she's in college, so she's like 18, 19, 20, somewhere in there. Because I'm
She's
not
also
getting,
dead.
I'm not getting. Well, she's also undead. Yeah, and listen, I know, she's filled with glass. That's sort of a non-starter. But like, look at the rest of it. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not done thirsting over Ghost Girl, but I'm done publicly thirsting
Okay.
over Ghost Girl.
Just to make my point, I guess,
Yeah,
clear on the matter. My stance on the matter clear.
is that upon first look, she's cute. Maybe if you saw her
No. I
moving,
will not say first. My first impression is, oh, that's a scary
terrifying
ghost.
monster.
I have to be prompted to judge the attractiveness of this monster, then zoom in on her face for approximately 20 seconds.
Yeah, it was a long while.
And then I will come to the conclusion that if this was a normal human being, I would say she probably has a cute face,
See, that's
is
probably,
what I said.
That's probably the response that most people have. Like, when she wasn't dead, she was probably cute.
Yeah.
But I'm just sitting here like, take me now.
See-
Take me as I am. Take me as you are.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm going ride or die because it was going to come out eventually.
See now, okay. God, what an odd conversation we've gotten into. Pink Girl from My Hero Academia.
Pink girl. Oh, yes.
I
yeah.
think she's cute as is.
Okay.
She's also not dead. She also
Oh,
has all her
see,
limbs
I don't
attached. I
like-
know you don't.
I don't
know
mind
you don't.
because I don't mind her horns. I just don't like her fucking irises are black.
Oh, this one has none. This
Well-
this character you're talking about has no iris.
Well, I don't know.
But I think it's interesting because, like, no, I do not find this monster attractive. I'm sure the girl she once was. But I think, oh God, we're talking about drawings. We're talking about lights and drawings
Yeah.
and their attractiveness.
Yeah.
Wow, what is wrong with us?
The other day, I was texting my friend Jen, who got me into this game, about her, and she wasn't texting back because she's probably busy or asleep.
Or because she doesn't
whatever.
want to talk about the attractiveness of a ghost monster.
No, we were talking about it for a bit. But basically, it got to the point where like I'm 4 text messages deep without a response, and I just text her like, "I'm sorry, I'm being so thirsty about the ghost girl from Dead by Daylight. I haven't had a girlfriend in 6 years."
Oh.
And she was like, Jen has been pretty like, "No, I get it," but like she's been very like she hasn't said given a a good stance. Like she hasn't said yes or no. She's just like, "Yeah, well, yeah." You know. Do you want let's check in with our good friend Gwyneth Paltrow.
Okay, no news?
Is there let's do this first.
Okay.
Because I lied to you, we're not going to check in with Gwyneth Paltrow. We have sort of a guest on for this
There's
episode
nobody
of
in
Goop
this
Troop.
room.
No,
Oh,
no, no.
Christ.
It's a guest.
Oh, he brought Ghost Girl in the room.
It's a guest. Yeah, here she is. No.
She's gonna kill me for not saying that she's attractive as is. I'm so sorry.
Hey, you said you wanted a jump scare.
Oh God. Oh my God. Oh, we set it up perfectly.
No. So here's what I've done. I have a listing here, and you can of course still play the game where we guess the price.
I have some Gwyneth Paltrow news.
But I am not. I'm excited to hear about it. 'Cause she's my favorite celebrity. Not really. No, I have a listing here for a product, but I'm not on Goop.com, my usual website, that I frequent. One of the many. Fellow YouTubers, fellow Let's Players, the Super Beard Bros. They are 3 men, Gerard, Alex, and Brett, and they have delivered to us a product that is. It shares some DNA with some Goop products.
Okay.
Because it's called the Super Beard Bros Bro Scented Candle.
Oh no.
It's called the Super Smell Bros Candle.
Is it a joke about Goop? No, I'm sure it's real. But like, is this their like, if they can do it, we can do it?
Maybe?
Or is it totally unrelated?
It appears to be totally unrelated. Here's the description. The boys, spelled of course B-O-I-S, the boys compress their smells into this lovely
Oh, no.
aromatherapy candle. Now you can enjoy the fragrant scent of the Beard Bros in your home. This is my favorite part. Extremely limited quantities available. As in, we made 12 of these. Buy them at your own risk. Here's
That's the same amount of physical copies they made for the
Yes.
Mario game.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I am in 3 pieces of mind of this. Either you buy the candle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's completely a joke. It smells like lavender and vanilla, and you're like, oh, this was just a gag.
Right.
Or, you. Oh, where was I going with this? The worst case scenario is you buy it and it smells like body odor, because that's what people smell like.
Well, I was just gonna. Here was my thought. I know you have another one, but when did different parts of human flesh become acceptable as a candle?
This candle, according to their description, smells like 3 grown men, and like I'll
Yeah.
be the first to say it. Men don't smell great.
Not
women,
usually.
Women typically tend to smell better than men do.
I mean, men deodorants and stuff can smell good.
Oh, of course.
If you want to get a nice whiff of my pits right now at 10:30 a.m.,
But
I'm
see,
sure you wouldn't mind that Old Spice candle.
and if we had a conversation that ended in na smell my pits, I would probably do it. But I don't think I would buy a candle that smells like you. And here's my thing.
Well, it comes down to, do you want to buy an Old Spice candle? That's what it comes down to.
But where I'm going from, it doesn't say in the description. It doesn't say if it's a joke or if it actually is supposed to smell like them or not. So the only way
I mean,
to find
neither
out,
does Gwyneth Paltrow's.
No, Gwyneth Paltrow's is called "This Smells Like My Blank." There's 2 of them. You know,
Yeah.
this one is just "This Smells Like Us," and there's no way of knowing what it smells like unless you buy it, and you can buy it for
Pauline?
no how much? No, how
Oh.
much do you think? How much do you
It's like-
think?
I was like, I don't know who I'm buying this for.
No,
I don't want
how
to.
much do you think they're selling this for?
Okay, assuming these, well, they didn't make a lot, so they're expecting to turn a profit. I'm assuming. I mean, this isn't a shot at the guys. I think it's a shot at the fact that they made a low quantity and they probably want to make money off of it. I'm going to say $35. I'm going to say between $50 and $35.
Very close, because it is $30.
Okay.
So still an expensive candle, but not as expensive as the ones you can find on Goop.com.
Here's my thought with this candle. You love these guys.
Oh yeah, I watch them every day, pretty much.
I don't mean you. I just mean the
Oh.
person buying. But sure,
Right,
sure, we could use you as an example.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
You love these guys. They made. Let's assume people like our channel.
Yes.
And
In
we
a world.
in a world where people enjoy Thunder and Lightning Gaming, and we come out with one collectible item,
Right.
you're gonna buy that. You're not
Right.
necessarily gonna utilize it,
Right.
but you're gonna buy it. You're gonna look at it. You're
That's
gonna say, "I like this."
See, that's the thing that makes me think it's just going to be a normal scented
Right.
candle, and this is sort of a joke, because no one looks at this and is like, oh, I have always wondered what Brett Bayonne smells like next to two other dudes.
Right.
You know? No one's buying this like, I've always wanted to smell them. People
Right.
are like, oh, the Beard Bros, I'll support them. Oh, look at this candle. It's so funny and quirky.
Right. That's where my thought process goes with this candle. Unlike Gwyneth Paltrow, who could just be insane and wanted to make a vagina-smelling candle.
I mean, yeah.
But
I think I think the difference is Super Beard Bros knows their audience and that knows the people who would buy this candle. And I feel like if they got 0 sales off this candle, they'd be like, whatever. Gwyneth Paltrow, I think, wakes up every morning with a brand new idea, and she brings the idea to her board of Gwyneth Paltrow stans, and she says, what if we did this? And nobody says no
yeah,
to her. That's how David Cage games get made, and those the plot of Beyond Two Souls was just as, if not more, ridiculous than a Gwyneth Paltrow vagina scented candle. So I can only imagine that Gwyneth Paltrow, the CEO of this company, who's been the CEO of this company that she created 12 years ago at this point, I feel like she comes in and she's like, vagina scented candle, and no one's like, actually, like, there's no pushback, you know.
Oh no.
And then they have to make it because they didn't push back at it, so they're like, well, I guess we'll produce it now.
Right.
And then they make it, and they're like, what have we done?
And then people buy it.
Oh, and then people buy, yeah. And then the bigger issue is
I
that people buy
guarantee
it.
you, there's a bunch of middle-aged single guys who bought the
Oh,
Gwyneth
yeah.
Paltrow
Yeah,
vagina candle.
for exactly the reasons we said that they're not buying the Beard Bros candle.
No, I think they just want to smell Gwyneth
Right,
Paltrow.
that's what I mean.
Oh, the exact opposite reason.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. I thought you said the same reason. I was like, no, it's not to be
the
funny.
the same reason they're not buying it is what I meant.
Right.
Yeah.
I did want to force Dr. Payne to smell it, but
that's
too expensive.
No, it's way too much. But that's the thing, like, the Goop website, and I will talk about this for a bit because we did a segment of that segment where we didn't talk about her website. But the website is clearly for women. Like, you're clearly supposed to, like, women go there, and there's, like, women products, and it's, like, women empowering in the biggest air quotes I've ever done in my whole entire life. By empowering, I mean it's a giant scam. But, like, I feel like most of your vagina candles, without a doubt, the sales are going to men who want to creep and smell this candle.
Oh yeah,
You know
for
what I
for
mean?
that specific product.
For that
sure.
specific product, you buy a dress or a vibrator or whatever. But I feel like the candle, it's mostly. Why would I've never been a woman, but why would
No?
I, as a woman, want to fill my room with the smell of someone else's
Oh
genitals?
no, it's right. We've talked about this before.
Right.
I think we need to put this on the blacklist. There's a small amount of things we need to stop talking about. DC's one of them. I think that's the list so far, and I think this candle just made it to the list. We've officially talked about it too much. But we have mentioned this before. That's what happens is I'm like, oh no, we've had this exact conversation. But just to reiterate, we wouldn't want "This Smells Like My Penis" candle in this room right now.
No,
Well, and I feel like nobody wants that.
no.
I don't want a body part odor
Right.
as a candle.
Yeah, that's why I think the Beard Bros candle has got to be a joke. It's got to
Right.
smell like a normal candle, like vanilla, or even if it smells like bacon, like just not people, please.
Right.
And I'll never know unless I buy it. I
There's also something like that triggers me a little bit. It's like burning flesh.
Yeah, that.
You know what I
ooh,
mean?
That also. Yeah, because you do have the fire smell with the candle. Like it smells like lavender, sure, but like it also sort of smells like burning.
Ugh.
God, that's yeah. I got a corpse flavored candle. Not flavored. Don't say flavored.
Oh God. I'm sure somebody's tried at this point, right?
We almost tried to eat a candle. Do you remember that?
No, well, I just meant this candle,
Oh,
the one we're talking about. But when did we almost? I'm sure we did. When did we almost?
we
see the
were never
candle?
actually gonna eat it. We were in Catherine's room, and Catherine's huge room, and they were downstairs doing something, and you and I were left to chit chat amongst ourselves, and she had a bunch of candles, and I was like, I want to look at because there's ingredients on candles.
Oh yeah.
Ingredients implies that it is edible, and I looked through the ingredients and I was like, this seems pretty edible. This seems 100% edible. And then the conversation became, how would we consume? And we collectively came to the conclusion that the best way to consume a candle would be to grate it over maybe some
Right.
pasta.
Right, I do remember that. For the record, our friends Kelsey, Catherine, in the rest. This when you leave the room, this is how me and Anthony spend our time.
Oh, I'm sure they came
By
back upstairs
ourselves.
and we were like, guys, shut up about whatever the fuck you were doing. We're going to eat this. We like have a grater already and we're like, I'm going to do it.
If you're ever wondering though, like, are they talking about us? Are they talking about some dumb
God,
video
we've been
game
downstairs.
stuff?
We've been downstairs a long time. I hope they're not angry. No, we're living our best life up there, talking about eating Catherine's many candles.
Was that New Year's a few years ago?
It had to have been.
You know what's effed up? Not effed up, but kind of funny.
Yeah.
That was probably one of the first days me and Pauline started talking to each other. I feel like it's been that long that was probably the New Year's Eve that her and I really started talking.
Oh yeah, because you guys. Yeah. Maybe I don't know. I don't necessarily.
In case you were wondering during that romantic night, Pauline, what I was doing in between us talking to each other.
He was attempting to unsuccessfully attempting to consume a candle and playing
Or
One
at
Night
least
Ultimate
watching
Werewolf.
you try to eat a candle.
That even more depressing. What are you doing? I'm watching my best friend unsuccessfully attempt to eat a candle, but I'm also currently playing One Night Ultimate Werewolf.
What a romance. I love you, Pauline.
I'm sure she. Yeah, I'm sure that there was never any. I don't think the candle talk.
Ooh, what's in my pocket?
Oh, I don't know.
Let's
This is
see
a
what's
fun
in
game.
Chris's pocket.
Is that a
Oh.
sock? Oh, it's a mask. Oh, it's a Marvel mask. That's cool.
Yeah, I
don't
love
think
this
I've-
mask.
I don't think I've seen that yet.
Why was it rolled up in my pocket?
I don't know. I don't
Ooh,
know.
It smells excellent.
Oh, good. Good.
Buy a
Oh,
candle that
okay,
smells
neat.
like this mask.
Oh, it does smell good. Oh, it smells
It's because
like...
it went through the wash.
Yeah,
The
it smells
only
like-
reason
oh,
I
sorry.
handed
Well,
you
now
this
it's on the
used
floor.
mask is 'cause it's gone through the
That's
wash.
why it was crumpled up in your pocket. 'Cause
Yeah.
your pants got washed and your mask smells like fabric softener
Okay,
sheets.
at least I can. It's nice and clean.
yeah, I bet.
At least I can save it because there's two I want to save to like show my kids and be like, there's coronavirus on it.
Yeah, that's what I want to show my kids too.
No, it's just. I mean, it's gonna be something to be like. Remember that crazy shit?
Did I tell you about my new mask? I got a Day to Remember mask. Did I tell you about this?
I think I've seen it. I had no idea what it was and didn't comment on it.
So a Day to Remember.
Is
one,
it that purple one? The white and purple one?
The white and purple one is an SRG mask. Strange Rebel Gaming. She's a Twitch streamer. She's the voice of Aerith from
Oh, okay.
FF7. Her name's Brianna White. I've talked about her before. No, I got a new face mask. It's in a Day to Remember mask, and a Day to Remember a punk band, for lack of a better term. They have a thing. Their like biggest, most like memed, for lack of a better term, thing that they've ever done is the phrase "disrespect your surroundings." So I got a mask from their official store that says "disinfect your surroundings."
Awesome.
I had to. I saw that. I hadn't bought like a mask yet. I just had like a plain black one,
Yeah.
and I saw I didn't get any like customized ones
You
yet.
have to accessorize your masks.
No, I
Anthony.
know. I saw that one. I was like, gotta. Get
Oh
it.
yeah, no, that's funny. This one I have in my hand currently is actually just Thor.
Yeah, I noticed that also.
which I'm still cool with.
Speaking of, we're not going to get to news. We have 6 minutes left. Speaking of, there wasn't much. Nothing happened. Tokyo Game Show
Oh,
happened.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh yeah, talk about her real quick.
So I heard this
I
on the
wanna talk about
radio
Marvel.
in my car, and I know what you're thinking. He's listening to the radio in his car. I have an old car. But
oh, you're talking to the audience.
Yeah.
I was like, I know.
but the radio people informed me that
The people inside the radio.
Yeah, Gwyneth Paltrow released for like a second nude on social media
Oh,
somewhere, but you can't
okay.
see anything.
Okay.
It's just a very tasteful picture of her naked.
Oh.
And it's not like
Why is that news?
well, hold on, I was just getting to it. It's
Okay.
not that it's news, but I heard the name Gwyneth Paltrow and I instantly got like it didn't register with me who it was at first, and I was like, ugh. And then they said that, and I was like, I don't know. They mentioned it, so I figured I'd mention it. here.
Right. That's
So enjoy that.
I did enjoy it every moment of it.
She forces other people to do it and smell stuff, and it's about time she had the balls to do it. And I assume people walk around naked at Goop Lab. I don't know.
I assume the worst of Goop Lab.
Yeah.
The on-site locations. I assume the worst.
I can't wait for the documentary in 10 years that talk about how awful it was to work there.
Well, if you want to hold yourself over, there's a 6-part documentary about how it is to work there from
No.
the inside out.
I'm okay right now.
I figured out. I've realized my issue with Marvel Comics.
Oh.
Because you and I have talked about this. I love DC Comics, but I think Marvel Comics are way worse.
Okay.
Strictly comic book speaking, obviously Marvel is winning in the movie category. Obviously. It's the writing. You know how in Civil War, the movie, Ant-Man does that thing where
He gets
he's-
big?
No. Where he's like, I believe this is yours, Captain America.
Oh, yeah.
That's how everybody talks in the comics.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of, most of the writing is names. Like, whenever someone's on screen with one another, it's like, oh, well met, Black Panther. Thank you, Ghost Rider. It's like everyone does that. And it's not just that. Obviously, that's, one complaint, but that wouldn't be enough to, like, and that's why I don't like Marvel. It's just all the writing is, like that. I don't really know how to describe it.
Over dramatic.
Yeah, it's just like you go over to DC and Batman will say the name of the character the first time they meet in the comic, and then the rest of the time they're just talking about what they need to be talking about. But it was very present in War of the Realms because the War of the Realms was huge and like every Marvel character ever was in it. And like I don't keep up with comics enough to know why Wolverine's supposed to be dead, but Wolverine is supposed to be dead. And every fucking time he was on screen with on panel with somebody, they were like, "I thought you were dead," and he's like, "Turns out I'm not, bub. Fuck you. I'm Wolverine. I say whatever I say," and I'm just like, I get it. Also, something that made me upset, but I know I'm alone, is that there was a scene where it was clearly like, look, it's the Defenders. They're defending, and they're doing, it just so happens to be all of them, except it was Luke Cage, Daredevil, Iron Fist, and Deadpool. And I was like, interesting. I guess Jessica Jones never existed. And Deadpool, remember Deadpool from the Defenders? Remember? The fourth member of the Defenders, Deadpool. I don't know. It was okay. War of the Realms was good. I liked it. They made Daredevil Heimdall, which was cool. They made Odin Iron Man. And they made Malekith Venom. He had like a sword that was Venom. That was pretty cool. But the writing is just, maybe that's new Marvel. And if I read some old Marvel, it won't be there. But I just like I for the most part, I enjoyed myself. But the
You'd
writing,
assume that stuff would go away with time, not the opposite.
yeah, I don't know. It was maybe if I read a more focused story, like about one or two characters, and not the
Yeah.
entirety of the MCU, in one battle. But it was just a lot of I don't know. It was I just watched Maximilian Dude play through the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite story, and he talked a lot, because that happens in that game too, where like most of the dialogue is like, hey, it's Dante from Devil May Cry, I, Doctor Strange, am talking to you, Deadpool, you know? And the whole time he was like pointing that out and complaining about it, I was like, that's how it is in the comics too. I think someone at Marvel wrote this game. But yeah, that was, I don't know. I feel like last time we spoke, which was not on the podcast, I was like, Marvel sucks, and you were like, why? I was like, 'cause it does. But I think I've at least at the very least quantified my issues with it.
Yeah.
But you know, if I read more Marvel, I will let you know how
Okay.
it happened, how it went, and if I liked it more.
Yeah.
Because I did download a few. I did download Lady Thor. I don't know what it's actually called. I think it's called the Mighty Thor. So I'm excited to read that because I've always been intrigued by that, and I wanted to read it before the new Thor movie comes out because it seems like they might be adapting that into a film. That being said, I think we're good.
Okay.
I think we're good. I've been watching a lot of our videos.
I've been watching a few too as well.
Yeah? Which
Yeah.
ones have you? I've just been watching video essays.
I've just been watching the new stuff.
Oh, okay.
Not really the Let's Play stuff, but the video essays.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
whatnot.
yeah. I was just like bored, and I was like, I'm gonna go back and watch some old stuff. What really surprised me about the All Might versus Superman video was
That it
my
has
voice.
780 views.
No, my voice is in it. I don't remember recording for that. I remember writing for it. I don't remember recording that, and I think we did this on purpose. But every time we talk about All Might, I'm talking, and every time we talk
Oh
about
yeah, we
Superman,
did do
you're
that
talking.
on purpose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't remember. You started, and you had like the first like 4 paragraphs, and then I started talking. I was like, "Who's this guy? What the fuck?"
Yeah, no, I think the way we did that was I wrote the Superman parts and you wrote the All Might parts. I think we literally split that video in half.
That's cool.
I think.
That's worthy of almost 800 views, I'd say.
Yeah. What's it's called? It's 21,000.
Fuck. Oh my god. We didn't even talk about that. Three Caballeros hit a new milestone, which is
Yeah.
20,000. That's crazy. I don't know what else to say. A not insignificant amount of those views. Okay, this actually, I know we're going long, but if I can talk about this for a sec. I was looking at the analytics for that video, and a not insignificant amount of the views on that video come from Brazil and Mexico. Other Latin American countries too, but those ones in particular made me extremely happy because those are what the birds are.
Yeah.
The Donald Duck is American, and Jose is from Brazil, and Panchito is from Mexico.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I know I didn't do anything, but I'm glad that I contributed to
That community.
this in some way. I don't know
Yeah.
what I don't know
That
even
Three
know what
Caballeros community.
yeah, I don't even know what I contributed to, but I don't know. I'm glad that people are liking it, and I'm glad that like the appropriate audience found it. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm very proud of it.
I think too that mashup, like compared to like the All Might video, has a lot higher rewatchability to it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because if you like a song, you're not just gonna listen to it once.
Right.
But if you like a video essay, you might just watch it once.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm
It's awesome.
yeah, I'm very very happy about that. But I don't remember if I had anything else to say about me watching our videos. It was fun. There's some old ones that there's some jokes in some old ones that I made that I was like, "Why? This wasn't funny. You tried something and it didn't work."
But now we know.
But but now, well, no, it's just a fucking like throwaway joke that I'm just like, that wasn't funny. Why'd you do that? But no, that'll do it for us. Thank you so much for listening. What do we say at the end? Thank you, Froggy and the Friendship, for our theme song, Sunny Day. And the Let's Play theme song is the 8-bit version, also by Froggy and the Friendship. You can find that on SoundCloud, right? That's the website.
It's one of them.
There's so many music distribution websites. I always forget which one it is. And until next time, I've been Thunder.
And I'm hungry. Let's figure out what we're gonna.
Oh my God, I know.
Amazing video game. I only got this chance to play some of